And we are back. I'm about to do Dr. Mobius and talk to my own brain. So let's do it.
Yo, hello there. You are there, aren't you? Forgive my confusion. So hard to... you seem familiar somehow. I'm guessing you're here for your brain, perhaps?
Yeah.
It's just up there. Such a nice brain, young. Little hard to see you. Can you walk into my left? Depth perception. I forget them all not long after, though. Especially with the data constipating my memory core. Afraid binary streams might shoot out my chest. Had to start using the dome floor. Really? After all... Do you? And does it? No. The ghosts are... Please be... Oh. Oh. You see, you are the most successful brain extraction If you were to go back, your brain could... I'm not... Well, every side. Then... Yeah. So, as for... Did I... You and... Dr. Moby... This name's as real as you... Someone's... I must admit I have a vulnerability. Oh, they have... It... Really? It is so Well, with that... See... Yes, very good. In any event, bullets... But that... If they... And... Oh, if you... Well, once... I consider... It and... The X... And the sonic sound... In short, they had them all the time in... Yeah? You're really quite difficult to it. Oh.
And since I'm a good guy, I'm not going to kill him. I'm just going to go talk to my brain.
Electrons attached to the neutron attached to the mesons connected to the proton.
Alright, now it's time to talk to my brain. So let's do it.
sneaking themselves in out of the wasteland. And where have we been? Crawling through pits of radioactive muck again? Ah, lovely. Figured that out, have we? Would you like a cookie? Yes, well, believe me, the opposite is equally true. Good Lord, have you bathed at all since they pulled me out of you? Well, I see sarcasm hasn't eluded you. Fine, perhaps now isn't the best time, but it's the Well, that's a fine how do you do. Me, a, quote, dick, unquote. As if I'm the one responsible for the way you carry on, gadding. I'm not the one that makes us clamber around Technus-infested ancient vaults or go charging off to New Vegas on missions of ill-conceived revenge. And have we forgotten who got us shot in the head and buried in a shallow grave? Do you think I enjoyed that little moment? I most certainly am not. I'm the seat of all reason and logic in our little partnership. All those feelings that motivate you, do you know where those come from? Glands. They come from glands. Free of the tyranny of your ape-like and primitive endocrine system, I can see how foolish your motives are. Well, look, it's all a very complex system of biofeedback and other things I wouldn't expect you to understand. Oh, all right. Perhaps I am, but at least I'm logical about it. I'm not going to lie to you. The prospect is definitely not that appealing. Look at it from my perspective. Here I have peace, quiet, and safety. Well, barring the odd rogue scorpion. In your head, I've got poison, radiation, grisly injuries, and biological functions. Do you know how much more you can get done when you're not constantly looking for places to urinate? It's quite a lot, I can tell you. Overrated biological feedback. Believe me, you only feel that way because you've got all that meat. Oozing hormones. I suppose you're right. That does call certain assumptions into question, doesn't it? Indeed. Quite the conundrum. How do you suppose we resolve it? I suppose there might be some advantage to that, yes. There's a chance that the reintegration... Well, I suppose you've convinced... Unfortunately, even if I could settle myself back in your skull and reconnect all those... We would have to make use of Dr. Klein's lab, and I rather doubt the brains are in... And you believe them? Really? I know you were recently deprived of my fabulous advice, but... Really? Once I'm delivered into their clutches, they'll find a way past the radar fence and that is assuming, of course, that one of them doesn't take a fancy to our body and decide to slip his own brain into it. Well, I suppose I do miss those endorphin rushes. Right! Look out, think tank! I suppose now that we're reunited, you'll want to fill your torso up with those other meaty parts the think tank took from us. Personally, I think your upgrades are quite a bit better. But now that I'm with you, the Sync's autodock can plug them back in no problem. Right then, off we go. Clyde will be in...
Alright. Now I have the brain. Save in case I crash, and to the think tank we go.
I'm imagining all sorts of imaginary numbers right now.
Jesus at the Mentats.
I'm imagining all sorts of imaginary numbers right now. Electrons attached to the neutron. I do so love integers. I do so love integers.
Alright, it looks like I'm done raiding the robots' labs, so back to the think tank.